I have a new video for you because we're talking about the iCarly reboot. Paramount Plus just released the first 3 episodes of the new iCarly, and boy are things different. Surprisingly, there is a little bit of Dan Schneider sprinkled throughout the show, but fans are even more shocked to see Carly cussing and her new roommate Harper talking about furries. There were also moments I found questionable, like why is the wiener-shaped room number included? So let's get into it. Before we start this video, here is a quick message from our sponsor, Surfshark. Surfshark is a virtual private network that you can use to place your phone or laptop anywhere in the world. This service has been so helpful to me for several reasons. Recently, I've decided that I'm going to be traveling a ton next year. Using Surfshark, I've been able to find the best deals online. By using their VPN, you can save money by locating the best prices for everything from hotels to shoes, and most importantly, you will be shopping safely. You won't have to worry about ads, trackers, malware, or any phishing attempts while using Surfshark. So try it using my code SLOAN for 83% off and 3 additional months for free. Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk in trying it out for yourself. So check it out using the link in my description below. So we talked about Dan Schneider and iCarly before on my channel because Dan created this show with extremely inappropriate moments not meant for children. But that was the old iCarly. Today, we're talking about the new iCarly. Paramount Plus just recently released the first 3 episodes of the new iCarly, and today I wanted to share my thoughts on the new series and some things I noticed throughout the first 3 episodes that I wanted to bring up to you guys. First off, I do want to say I really did enjoy the reboot. I think they did it really well with making it more adult-oriented. It's obviously not a kid's show anymore, and that left a lot of people really uncomfortable seeing Carly cuss on camera.
It's like Harper always says, you gotta switch it up on a bitch. I'll never say that again.
It was cute though, you tried.
Which I thought that moment was super savage, but you guys know that a lot of parents were concerned seeing Carly, say the B word on camera. I was a little taken back by her roommate Harper, played by Lacey Mosley, because at one point she brought up furries on camera, which I don't even know if I can say that word on YouTube. It's kind of like I don't even really know how to describe it, but here's that moment.
Ooh, y'all doing like a furry thing?
Yep.
No. Don't worry, I'm not here to kink shame your persona.
So this is obviously not a kid's show if we've got Carly over here using the B word, we've got Harper over here talking about furries, and there is so much more to get into. I have to share this tweet with you guys. My boyfriend sent it to me, and I thought it was so funny because Freddie looks so goofy in that picture, and he kind of looks like the Chihuahua animal. When I first saw that tweet, I was dying, and so many people on Twitter cannot accept the fact that Nathan Kress, who plays Freddie, now has a beard because he is a grown man with a wife and with children, like in real life. But let's go ahead and talk about the show because, like I mentioned earlier, the first 3 episodes have been released. The titles are really similar to the original series, the first one being I Start Over, the second one I Hate Carly, and the third one I Faux-Apologize. As you guys probably know by now, Dan Schneider was let go by Nickelodeon in 2018 after years of having allegations against him, which means that he is no longer part of Nickelodeon or any of their productions, which would include Paramount Plus, because Paramount Plus and Nickelodeon and a bunch of other companies are all under this one umbrella company called Viacom, which Viacom scares me, but we'll get into that in another video. I do want to mention that Dan Schneider has been sprinkled out throughout this new series, and his name is actually mentioned in the credits as the creator. As you guys can see in this photo, you'll see Dan Schneider's name comes up, and Miranda Cosgrove's face looks appalled. I mean, she looks disgusted, looking down at Dan's name, and she's like, ugh, gosh. And that's actually the first thing I want to bring up in this video, because Dan Schneider is included on the credits because he did create the show, which actually seems to be pretty normal at Nickelodeon. He also created a show called Henry Danger, which had a revival called Danger Force, and if you look at those credits, Dan was also included. But what the new iCarly staff did with Dan Schneider's name in the credits this time is savage, because like you saw in the first episode, Miranda didn't look really happy when Dan Schneider's name came up on the screen. In the second episode, you can see that Carly's roommate, Harper, played by Lacey, has a really cringe-looking face when Dan Schneider's name pops up on the screen. This makes me believe that the editors and the creators did this on purpose because they wanted us to know that they do not like Dan Schneider, that they probably don't even want to include his name here, but they have to because he created the show. As you guys can see, in the third episode, again, Dan Schneider's name comes up on the screen, and Lacey Mosley, who's playing Harper, is doing an extremely awkward and grossed out face. So I'm really glad that Dan Schneider isn't part of this production, and I don't think the production team really likes him either, but it's cool that the new iCarly isn't scared to pay homage to the old iCarly and Drake and Josh. You guys may have seen this photo floating around the internet because a lot of people noticed that Miranda Cosgrove replayed that moment from back in the day, where she was on the computer enjoying a soda and doing her research. But I know a lot of you guys are thinking, what about Sam Puckett? I mean, we can't play homage to Drake and Josh and the old iCarly if we can't even acknowledge one of the main characters who is no longer here. As you guys know, Jeanette McCurdy, who played Sam Puckett, was not about to go back to iCarly. She was really unhappy with her time there, with how it shaped her career, and most importantly, that disgusting producer, Dan Schneider. But there was a moment in the reboot where they actually addressed the whole Sam situation, and I feel like they did it pretty well. I apologize for the video quality, it's super blurry here, but pretty much Carly is speaking to Freddie about redoing the new iCarly show, and she doesn't know how to move forward without Sam, and that's when Sam comes up.
Are that desperate for a partner? Don't answer that. Still talking. I just want to make things again.
You don't need a partner to do that.
Yeah, I don't need a partner. I need Sam. But she's off following her bliss with that biker gang.
The Obliterators. Hope she's okay.
It's Sam. I hope they're okay.
So you guys may remember at the end of the original iCarly that Sam Puckett went off with a motorcycle gang, and it looks like she's still with them according to the show. I kind of feel like if the whole series goes down well, maybe Jeanette McCurdy would come back, because she didn't like the original series because she said it was overlit, it was, stupid and immature, they had a horrible producer, but now that he's out of the room, I feel like Jeanette would feel safer on set with Miranda, with Nathan, with Jerry. But I also feel like she's happy doing her own thing. She's been keeping up with her podcast, Empty Inside, and she actually dropped an episode recently around mental health, which I need to go and listen to. So I feel like maybe she's just enjoying her life, doing this and staying away from the creeps in Hollywood. I'm not saying that there are creeps on the new set of iCarly, but I'm also not saying that there aren't not creeps, because you never really know. And remember, Miranda actually fired someone from the original iCarly on the set of the new iCarly because they couldn't get over their creative differences. So I don't know what type of man this guy was, but he was out of there. And like I mentioned earlier, there is a sprinkle of Dan Schneider throughout this show. And I want to play a little bit from the first episode, which I feel like is so unnecessary. And I'm like, why are we bringing feet into the 2021 version of iCarly? I feel like we could have left the feet way back in the past. This is a spoiler alert, so just giving you a heads up, but pretty much in this bit, Carly is talking to her love interest, and he brings up some moments when they go to the doctor together. It's all kind of random because this is actually during their breakup. Again, spoiler alert, but I wanted to bring this up because why do they need to bring up this particular doctor?
Came with me to the podiatrist.
I just get you.
Came with me to the podiatrist.
Yeah, but that's just because your podiatrist is next to the good dumpling place.
Could have done takeout.
They're not as good at room temperature. Deep down, you know that.
You might be asking, Sloan, what's a podiatrist? Like, why is that important here? It's not really important, but it is confusing to me because a podiatrist is actually a foot doctor. So a doctor who specifically works on feet. So obviously that's not as bad as some of the things that Dan would do on the old iCarly, but it is still really odd to me that they would bring up feet in any capacity, knowing that so many people associate this show and this man, Dan, with foot and feet. But let's switch gears and talk a little bit about Carly's parents in the show, because that was a really interesting bit in the beginning, because this guy is asking Carly about her parents, and the way that she brings them up makes me think that there is going to be more to this story. And I apologize for the text on the screen. I actually got this clip from YouTube, so they threw around some things, but let's go ahead and watch this awkward bit.
What did your dad do?
He's in the Air Force, but was somehow on a submarine? I'm not exactly sure.
What's your mom like?
Let's go back to my dad.
I definitely feel like that right there is a little bit of a storyline that we're going to see play out throughout the show. I also feel like, and I didn't even know if I was going to mention this, but I do feel like there's going to be a Creddy moment, like Carly and Freddie, like love interest. Like it did not go down in the first 3 episodes at all, but I feel like I could totally see like Carly and Freddie going like on a date, but it wasn't supposed to be a date, but then it turns into a date, and then they like later on like kiss at the end of the season. Like I have no idea. So many fans have been wanting to see Carly and Freddie together as a couple on the show, so maybe the adult version would be the perfect timing. Speaking of adults on the show, this is such a weird transition, but I do want to bring up Nora, because Nora is a character from the original series who actually popped up in the show in the 2nd episode of the reboot. Nora is actually played by an actress named Danielle Morrow. She's currently 27 years old, and she's back on the reboot. I don't know how long she's going to be on the reboot, but she was a character in the 2nd episode, and I could see her popping up again. I've told this story before in a previous video, but she's actually married to a character from the show named Lubert. We haven't seen Lubert in the reboot, but I have a feeling he could show up because he is married to Nora in real life. Lubert is actually played by a man named Jerry, who is currently 42 years old, and he is married to Danielle Morrow. They actually have a child together, and it's so cute, a little baby, but their relationship is far from cute at all, because they met while shooting iCarly. And keep in mind, guys, that there's a huge age gap here. And I just want to briefly mention this story because I personally feel like it's a great example of Hollywood, and I'm going to have to bleep this word, Hollywood, which is pretty much when an adult, meets a minor and gets them prepared to become an adult and then become their partner. So like this child, like 13-year-old, 15-year-old is talking to a grown adult. The minute they become 18 years old and they can consent, they, join in a relationship and then become married. Nora started the show on iCarly when she was 13 years old, and it ended when she was 18 years old. Jeremy started playing Lubert on the show when he was 29 years old, and the show ended when he was 34. It's clear that the couple definitely met while they were on the show, but they did not get married until Danielle was 22 years old. And I actually found an article where she claims they dated for a year before getting married. So that would mean from 21 to 22, they dated and then got married. But I just feel like I don't buy this because a lot of their relationship has been under the radar, and a lot of it would have been when she was like just very young and he was a full grown adult. I mean, keep in mind, why would a 29-year-old be interested in a 13-year-old and then like 5 years down the line, 7 years down the line, they end up like getting married? I don't know. It's left me really puzzled ever since I read a story about that. And I do feel like it's a theme in Hollywood to allow these older gentlemen on these productions to have relationships with these younger actors or actresses. Actually, there is a couple from Victorious that I cannot legally speak about. So many of you guys have asked me to make a video on them. Already made the video, already got the cease and desist. Let's move on. In the original iCarly series, you guys may remember that the apartment number was shaped as an inappropriate object that should have never been included on a kids show. This actually went on for the first couple seasons of the show, but then they changed the number after getting called out for it, because why are these gross producer men like trying to make the shape on the door for children to like subliminally watch? Like, I don't know. But the shape is back, actually, which I thought was kind of hilarious to see, because now that this is an adult show, like maybe it kind of makes sense. Again, it's another one of those sprinkles of Dan Schneider that's included in the series, but I feel like it's really odd that they brought this back, because it does just remind us, especially me, of the grossness that Dan Schneider tried to include in the original kids series. But I must admit that I do really love the reboot. I don't know if I'm biased, because I just really like Miranda Cosgrove and I've been so excited for this, but I do feel like they did it really well and it was actually super funny. In the third episode, you guys may have recognized some people from the internet who we did not expect to see on this show at all. There were a couple cameos I wanted to bring up to you guys. First off, Josie Tota actually appeared in the gallery scene of the third episode. Josie Tota is actually a really successful actress and a transgender icon. You guys may recognize her from the Disney Channel series Jessie. I'm actually not familiar with Josie or her work, but I was really excited to see someone who's trans on the show, because we need LGBT representation. I mean, if this is trying to be 2021 realistic, like there's at least someone who's LGBT. And actually, you may remember a few months ago before on my channel, we talked about Nathan K. Pearson, who was a character on the show only for a couple episodes, but when the reboot was announced, he was really offended that he wasn't invited back to the show. One of his main concerns was that iCarly wasn't going to be inclusive and include LGBT members. But fortunately, that's not the case, because Josie is trans and we have no idea who else will show up on the show, but I have a feeling that they have a lot of creative freedom. And I also believe they're still shooting the show, because they were shooting during Miranda's birthday, which wasn't too long ago. So I have a feeling that they're actually wrapping up the first season as we're watching the first few episodes. But Josie wasn't the only cameo in the new iCarly reboot, because YouTuber Alex Wasabi actually appeared in the same gallery scene that we saw Josie. Alex Wasabi is usually really loud and boisterous in his online videos, but in the iCarly episode, he's playing an ASMR stan, and we see him whisper and eat a chip off of Spencer's art to make a crunchy sound.
Screw you, loser.
That scene was so funny to me, just the whole gallery scene and the whole premise of the show. They've done really well at writing a plot that is really relevant to today's time period, and I feel like is relatable. So comment below if you guys have seen the show. What do you think? What are your thoughts? I want to hear them all. I do have a PO Box package to open for you guys. Just to wrap up this video, we do have new episodes coming out on Thursday on Paramount Plus. I don't know how many episodes. Is it going to be 1? Is it going to be 3? I have no idea, but I am really looking forward to it. And I feel like, I don't know, this is just kind of a nice refresher from the past, because it feels like iCarly was an open wound and this is kind of starting to heal it. Obviously, the whole thing with Jeanette McCurdy, aka Sam Puckett, like that will always be a hole in our hearts. But what if this whole series does really well and she wants to come back? I mean, that would be iconic. But I also feel like Harper is really funny and she's doing really well as like Carly's like best friend. So comment below your thoughts. I want to hear everything. What do you think about Millicent? Because I feel like her character is kind of unlikable and I hope that she gets better as they go. I feel like they're trying to make Millicent like an old like Megan from Drake and Josh, but she's just kind of coming off as mean. But yeah, if you have any other video ideas for me as well, here's my email. But this package looks like it's from a company called Posh and Sparkle. And the reason why I'm opening this big one right now is because it says it's time sensitive to open it before July 4th. I'm hoping it's not like a plant or something. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here. If you guys ever want to send me anything, I've got a P.O. box. I almost went like, I got a P.O. box address listed below, which will be changing kind of, well, not soon. It'll be changing in like, not soon at all, like November time, because I'm going to be moving. Ooh, I don't even know where. I'm going to be like, what are they called? when you just like bounce from place to place. Not a hermit, but like a not a freeloader either. What is it called? Okay, let's go ahead and see what's going on in here. Oh my gosh, looks like there's a lot. So it says celebrate stylishly. Oh my gosh, what if this is like 4th of July decorations or something? Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay, here's a big card right here. This is so sweet because I don't even really know what I'm doing for 4th of July yet. I'm just gonna rip this open. Oh my gosh. I'm an animal. I'm an animal. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Hi Sloan, my name is Maria, and I'm newly loyal subscriber. I found you through one of your videos about Brittany's conservatorship. I love your vibe. Aw. As a troubled teen, center survivor, I want to thank you for using your platform to break code silence, period. And Dr. Phil's so shady. Exactly. Aw, subscriber for life. Thank you so much, Maria. Now for the fun part. I own a party supply shop on Etsy called Posh and Sparkle, and I wanted to send you some goodies for the 4th of July. Inside you'll find some patriotic party cups, some tableware, decorations, confetti. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Sincerely, Maria. And she's got her Instagram, her business, everything listed, which will be all listed below. I hope these will help you celebrate stylishly. And here's to wishing you a wonderful summer. Thank you so much, Maria. I'm so excited for this. So cute. And her brand looks bougie. Like, hello. Let's go ahead and see what we're working with. So, oh, wow. So it looks like she got me like a whole, like, setup. This is so sweet. Oh my gosh. A confetti thing, too. Hold up. I'm about to have a party. Like, you guys want to have a party? I've had like nothing to look forward to. So we've got some like cups right in here, which, oh my gosh, so cute. It says drinking like Lincoln. Drinking like Lincoln. That is so funny. I love that. And then it looks like we've got, oh wow, some plates over here. We've got some napkins, which is so cute. I'm gonna put them on the ground. Okay, they're okay. I always feel bad like throwing things, but I don't have a lot of room here. So this looks like it's like some decorations here, which is so cute. Like red, white, blues in the skies. What's the next word? Something in the air, baby, heavens in your eyes. I love Lana Del Rey. Okay, what is this? Oh, it's like a party little sparkle thing. Oh, wait, a balloon? Oh, balloon party. Like, oh my gosh. These are like balloons you could fill up. That is awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You got me excited for 4th of July. Oh, and these are the confetti things. Oh my gosh, can you imagine if I popped one right now? So this is going to explode with confetti everywhere, which is not going to happen in my house. Not going to happen in my house, but I'm really excited for it. Okay, and then it looks like we've got another one here. We got a few of these. Oh Lord, we're gonna be popping off. This would be a cute like boomerang. It says stars and stripes, and the stripes is cut out, and it says sparkles. I love that. The branding is really cool for this, guys. I mean, this is a really good gift too if you like have a birthday or something coming up, and you're like, oh, here are some balloons right there. Awesome. And what is this? Oh, silverware. You need that. I love how it's all got like a sparkle and stuff. It's very much branded, which is so cool. Oh my gosh, I love this. And there's another one. Oh my gosh, guys, I need like an actual like TikTok or something, even though I don't make TikToks, but some stars here. This is so awesome. Oh my gosh, if I do like 4th of July with my mom, she would love this. So thank you so much, Maria. These are all, we got things flying everywhere. You sent me so many goodies. I love these so much. Thank you. Go check out her shop and support small businesses. The branding just looks dope. So thank you so much, Maria, and I will see you guys in a new video soon. Bye, guys.